In the days before her death, Jacklyn was wandering around Hendersonville, North Carolina, disoriented, scared, and alone. Police would be notified of a strange woman having erratic behavior.
She had a long black dress on.
She did.
She did that earlier. We got out with her.
But nothing enough to pick her up on.
We've gotten out with her quite a few times this weekend, and every time she's telling us that she doesn't want any help, but I definitely don't mind sending somebody over there just to check on her again.
Yeah, I wish somebody could get her some help.
If she doesn't want us to help her, then we can't pick her up and take her anywhere, because that would be kidnapping, because she hasn't really hurt herself or done anything.
And then days later, Jacklyn would be murdered by a McDonald's employee for having a fight with another woman at a bus stop.
Sam Ivey has been charged with second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a felon in the shooting death of Jacklyn Reed.
It was a brief argument that spiraled out of control.
She's assaulting people. We're in our car and safe, and I have my children locked inside, but I just saw her run after a woman holding a McDonald's cup of coffee and was hitting her.
Jacklyn was 30 years old from Johnson, Tennessee. She had only been in Hendersonville for a couple of days before the incident happened. During her visit, police would receive several 911 calls about Jacklyn and her erratic behavior. She was also seen wandering around and sitting on the steps of City Hall, just staring off blankly.
There's a girl sitting on the steps of City Hall that's not acting right.
And zombified, just walking around.
Yeah, she kind of looked like she was zombified when she wandered off.
When I tried to check on her, she told me to go away.
Witnesses say that Jacklyn dropped her purse while crossing the street in the middle of traffic.
There was a lady standing in the middle of the road screaming.
Okay, we're out.
She wouldn't move, like I had to stop and go around her. She was trying to get in the car.
I'm thinking she probably needed some mental health assistance. I don't know why the police wouldn't 5150 her, like, she seems a little off. Maybe we need to take her to the hospital, get her checked out. But nope, they just kept letting her wander the streets.
She's been walking around in circles.
Just like Dory.
And I tried to talk to her, and we think she's disoriented, and we think she may need a health and welfare check.
The morning of October 9th, Jacklyn gets into an argument with another woman at a bus stop right outside of a McDonald's. Nobody knows what they're arguing about, but they're going back and forth. The woman leaves the bus stop, goes into the McDonald's trying to avoid the altercation with Jacklyn. But Jacklyn doesn't give up. She follows the woman into the McDonald's. When they're in the McDonald's, Jacklyn starts it up again. When all of a sudden, an employee of the McDonald's comes from around the back counter and tries to interject into their dispute. The McDonald's employee, Sam, comes around from the back and tries to separate them. During the middle of the dispute, when Sam is trying to separate them, Jacklyn reaches out to touch Sam. And that's when Sam pulls out a .35 and shoots Jack in the middle of the restaurant.
I'm in the back. We're at Four Seasons McDonald's. The woman was trying to beat this lady up. And the manager went and stopped it.
After Sam fires the shot that unalives Jacklyn, he flees the scene. He takes off.
Ivey fled the scene and headed to a son's school, Edneyville Elementary, where Chief Myhan says he was recognized by an SRO.
For one, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to have a gun as an employee at McDonald's or any damn where.
That's really a corporate policy. We would probably discourage employees from actively carrying guns while working, and I don't know what McDonald's corporate policy probably doesn't allow that, but all these are franchises, and so the owner may have different rules.
He's a coward. I don't know why he came around the back with a gun in between two women to stop them from arguing.
She did touch him, but it was not certainly not what I would consider a self-defense situation. I would classify his reaction to be really an overreaction to the situation.
According to authorities, from what they could see in the camera and from other witnesses, their dispute wasn't crazy. It was just a mild argument. They believe that Sam overreacted.
Regardless of her interaction with this other woman, she did not have that interaction with our suspect. And, he seemed to have interjected himself into a situation that he wasn't involved in, and of course he reacted in the most extreme manner.
And maybe Sam was having a bad day. I don't know. But the fact is, Sam was strapped with a .35, and when Jacklyn reached out to touch him, he took it as his opportunity to end her life.
Do you see the officer?
No!
Okay, the
No!
officer. Ma'am,
No!
the officer's
Oh my
coming in,
God!
okay? Do you know where the gun's at now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh my God.
In 2021, Sam pleaded guilty to unaliving Jacklyn, and he's currently serving 21 to 26 years in prison. Authorities were later able to confirm that Jacklyn was unarmed. She was just probably off her medicine. Maybe her and the woman had a justifiable reason to have an argument. Maybe the lady tried to steal her spot in line. Maybe the lady was a bitch and Jacklyn was getting that ass. We don't know. But what we do know is she walked into that McDonald's to settle her business, and Sam's old punk ass came around the back thinking that this was a goddamn Western or something and pulled out a gun and shot that woman dead. Was this a tragedy of one man's overreaction or the system failing to save her? Let me know down in the comments. This one was a strange one. Tainted Roots.